What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about B3 base token today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I think it's great that I'm talking about it now as it's coming up off this little pump, this little mini pump from a low. Sorry, from a low to a high, you're up like 20%. This is a great time to make this video because I want to tell people, do not FOMO. Please do not FOMO, right? If you've been waiting to buy, and you were thinking, oh, I'm going to finally get it, and then it went back up, please don't FOMO, man. Please don't. I hope this video reaches you before you make a bad decision. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but you're definitely not done going lower here, guys. This is just the beginning. While, yes, it's a nice reaction that you're having now, it's just the beginning. I think what you've done here is you slipped, you broke out, and now you're back testing your breakout point for resistance, right? You had a couple parts. It doesn't seem like you're back testing your breakout point, but I think if we look at this maybe on a 15-minute time frame, yeah, it's more obvious. Right, you put a line right there at your closing price on the 15-minute time frame. Resistance or previous support, not really support there, whatever. You know, it could be a little bit lower, but I think still you're finding resistance at your breakout point, which would have been here, in my opinion, and that's not a good thing. You moved up and you had a decrease in volume. That's not a good thing here. It's just a lower high. You look at the 1 hour time frame, the RSI. Absolutely not. You are not ready to move up. You are in a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. My line drawing abilities are not perfect, right? They're not perfect, but this thing is perfectly pointed to the downside. You're likely going to go into the oversold zone before you see any kind of turnaround. So if you're curious as to what this is, I mean, everybody, you should know what the RSI is, but if not, it's the relative strength index. If you're on TradingView, you can go here, click on your indicators, type in REL, rel, there we go, relative strength index. You click on that. I set mine to a 10 if you really want to do the same thing as me, but a 1 hour time frame, when this thing gets in the oversold zone, that would be the only time that I'd start to consider buying. But even then, I'd want to see the price probably at least around just below 1 cent. The price would have to be below 1 cent. The RSI would have to be in the oversold zone for me to consider buying this thing. I do think it goes lower. In case that's not clear, I think that has a lot of potential, and I think it will continue to grow. I mean, if we look at base B3 here, number 178 already. That's crazy, man. Market cap is $264 million. To get a 100x in a coin like this, you would have to get a $26 billion market cap. And that's not something that just gets handed out, but it is an attainable market cap. There's plenty of coins in their first cycle that see market caps that are worth tens of billions of dollars, if not for a solid bit of time, at least a moment in the cycle, right, where they peak out. So could this thing see a 100x? Absolutely. Could it see a 300x? Absolutely. Could it see a 400x? I think we're pushing it once we get to that. We're probably even pushing it at 300x, but I'm just saying, just because I'm talking about it going down, I hope nobody's misconstruing what I'm saying as stay away from this thing, it's going to zero. No, I'm talking about it going down as a buying opportunity. I would like to buy some of this token down here. It sounds rather interesting to me. I think buying just below 1 cent, just above 0.9 cents, which is $0.009, right in that area, is very ideal, okay, at least from a price perspective. If you take a low to a high, on a Fib perspective, the ideal area to buy would actually be the golden ratio, just below this bubble that I drew, which is at about 0.00846 to 0.00768, somewhere in that range. And of course, you could do this thing that a lot of cryptos have been doing lately, which is just bypassing the golden ratio, going right to the 786 and bouncing from there. So if it does go lower than this, that doesn't mean this thing's a crapshoot. It just means it's a little bit more volatile. It's at a little bit higher velocity than we anticipated. It might find support still at a decent area to find support in the fibs and on the price, and you'll get this move up here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why. You get the move up here instead of the move up here. So just you go to the same area, it just takes more time. That's all it is. So if you buy, whenever you buy, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you buy, stick to it because it could very well go lower. And if you buy and it goes lower, stick to it because it could very well go lower. But if you just buy and you stick to it and it keeps going lower, but you don't sell, eventually it will come up. Everything that you bought where you felt stupid or you felt dumb or you felt even more dumb for putting money in, it just keeps going down, you'll be vindicated, you'll be validated. It's all going to come back and it's going to do very well. I think this thing, even for the people who bought up here, I think you're in no real jeopardy, right? No, I'm not, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if I made the bad decision to buy up here, and I'm at a loss now, I certainly would not sell in anticipation of a drop. It might come, but the thing is, even if it does come, inevitably higher prices are going to come. What if the lows don't happen? What if I'm wrong? I can be wrong, my friends. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. It happens all the time. Trust me. It's not something I'm incapable of. I can be wrong, and if it doesn't go lower, and you sell here when you bought up here, that's actually a horrible idea. Because what if it goes up? Again, these targets and beyond, they're gonna happen. The only difference is the time. So if you're in a bad position, if you're feeling like you bought at the wrong time and it's making you want to sell, ask yourself this: if you didn't buy here, would you buy here? If the answer is yes, then definitely don't sell here, right? I think it's at a good area to buy. If you don't have any, I think it's at a fair area to buy, but I personally do think it is going to go lower. If you have some patience, it'll be at an even better area to buy. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but that's just my thoughts. I don't know, guys. 1 hour time frame looks like it wants to keep going down. 30-minute time frame looks bearish as hell. 15-minute also in a long, there's all extensions of each other, and that makes sense. It's such a new chart. You don't have a lot of dynamics at play here. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. I think I've said everything that I need to say. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Base B3 token is going to go down probably just below a cent, if not even all the way down to about 0.007 or 0.006 cents, somewhere in that area. But it will recover. It will see new all-time highs, and I would expect that by the end of March, this thing, I don't know how high it'll be. That's not for me to say. You know, we need a low. If this was the low by the end of March, what I would think is that we would probably see targets that are around 4 to 5 cents, 4 to 6 cents maybe, 7 cents at the highest. But if that's not the low, if we go lower to the areas that I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe we see an 8 cent, 10 cent, 11 cent target by the end of March. I don't know. Hard to say. Time will tell. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.